not. I should be working on my thoughts on video. Okay, so let me say a few obvious things before starting this video. Yes, this level is almost 2 years old, and nobody cares about it anymore. And yes, I will go back to doing videos on relevant/requested levels after this one. But I need to vent about this level, because I've hated this f***ing level ever since it came out. I know I've done a lot of complaining about levels recently, which has caused a lot of f***ing horrible comments. And honestly, most of my negativity towards these levels is exaggerated and not meant to be taken 100% seriously. It's also meant to be somewhat relatable to the people who do actually hate levels I'm ripping into. Anyways, I'll just start. Okay, so my number one biggest problem with this level right off the bat is its lack of constancy to the original Geometrical Dominator. I get that it's a version 2 level, and it doesn't need to be exactly the same. But, well, look at Theory of Everything version 2 by Neptune for example. Actually look at any Neptune version 2 for example. They may be somewhat different from the original, but just enough to make it seem like a version 2. In this level, it's nothing like the original. Nothing seems similar. Just look at this. I made a comparison. Just look at some of these sections. Is this a version 2 or a different f***ing level? Anyways, ignoring that, the gameplay in this level isn't awful. For example, parts in it like the rocket and UFO parts feel smooth and playable. I honestly do like the gameplay in the first wave and his rocket part in particular, but the square and robot parts are a f***ing mess. Look at the original, and now look at this. This first part. Just look at this first part. What the f***? The later sections aren't much better. Maybe I'm not giving this level enough credit. Now I will admit that some effects, like the shine effects on the wave section, aren't too bad and look pretty good for early 2.0, but there are so many problems with the visuals in this level. In fact, I'll just go through every section and explain what's wrong with them. This first part has very static and boring looking colors, unlike the original with its dynamic and frequent color changes. I personally don't think that shine effects like these should be used on jump rings either. Rings should be used on rings. The movements have no easing whatsoever. The 3D is inconsistent, and there are too many f***ing clouds. The next part is better, but not by much. Like I said, the shine effects probably took some work, but the colors just seem like they were picked at random and there are too many clouds again. The next part is one of the worst parts of the whole fucking level. The brick patterns look horrible. The whole section just looks messy. It doesn't even attempt to keep the style of the original and just isn't very easy on the eyes. The rainbow part is fine. I have more problems with the gameplay here than anything else. The next rocket, while it does have some good shine effects in it, unlike the other Geometrical Dominator version 2, the colors don't even attempt to match the original. Like I said, I'm not saying this level has to be identical. It can do its own thing, but it's a version 2. Also, these brick structures in the background look f***ing horrible and unnatural. Just look at that. This square part is ruined because instead of using alpha triggers, the level obviously just uses a black color so you can see the platforms before they appear. That's a whole new level of failure. The wave part is fine. The UFO part seems okay except for a few effect issues like both lasers being in the same group and the diamonds not disappearing when you hit them like in the original. The ball part is alright. The rocket part keeps the same bad colors and spams fire underneath the already shitty looking waterfall or whatever that is. The last part is absolute shit. spamming fire and dragons to the point where I don't even know if it's trying to be a version 2 or a shitty level. And that's about it. Overall this level has shitty colors. Things are often layered improperly. It barely follows the original. Spams fire, spams clouds, spams dragons, and overall just looks awful. The sync is okay. It's sort of like the original but worse. For example, the original's colors were vibrant and dynamic, constantly syncing with the music. The colors here don't even try. This part was made to sync with the song. This part just sort of does what it wants. Not much else to say. This is a version 2 level, so you can't expect it to be too original. Like I said, I think this level is trying to be different from the original while also being a version 2 level, which doesn't work. But overall there are a few areas that are original for the time 2.0 came out. But overall it seems like most of the original parts of this level are just gimmicks from the original that were outstanding. It's a version 2 level. That pretty much describes it. So overall I've hated this level since it came out. Like I said, I'll start doing relevant/requested levels because there are a lot I want to talk about. I may have spent too much time talking about the visuals, but so what do you think about this level? Is it revolutionary? Am I wrong? Am I right? I don't know, I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing now that this video is finished.